हेलो डियर फ्रेंड्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, नमस्ते। आज की इस वीडियो में मैं बात करने जा रहा हूँ सिनोनिम और एंटोनिम्स पे। एज इन ईच एंड एवरी टेस्ट यू इनकाउंटर विद 2 or 3 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम सिनोनिम एंड एंटोनिम्स। तो आज इस वीडियो में मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगा कि किस तरह आप लोग सिनोनिम और एंटोनिम के क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं। अगर आप लोगों को सिनोनिम जो वर्ड दिया गया, अगर उसके आपको मीनिंग का भी पता नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी आप लोग वो करेक्ट कर सकते हैं क्वेश्चन, वो ट्रिक मैं इस वीडियो के अंदर बताने जा रहा हूँ। तो अगर आप चाहते हैं ये ट्रिक बिल्कुल आपको समझ में आ जाए तो इस वीडियो को लास्ट तक देखिएगा। सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्ट। So dear friends, at first let me know you what does mean by the word synonym and antonyms over here. So dear friends, when we talk about the word synonym, that it means we are going to find out a word that has the similar meaning of the given words. So, and when we are talk about the antonym of any word, then we are going to find out a word that has opposite meaning of that word. Simply we can say that synonym means those words which have the same meaning, and antonym means opposite words. तो डिफरेंस मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ये ऑब्जर्व किया गया है इन बोथ यूनिवर्सिटीज एज वेल एज इन कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के वो जो सिनारियम और एंटोनिम के क्वेश्चंस पिक करते हैं वो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इन पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच में से पिक करते हैं। तो एट फर्स्ट यू मस्ट नो द पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच, देन यू हैव टू सॉल्व द सिनारिम एंड एंटोनिम. So most of the time they pick the question from the noun, and sometimes they take the question from adjective as well as verb and adverb. Mostly they take the question from the noun, right? So at first you must know about, you must have to identify the words from the parts of speech, then you have to find out the synonym of that word, right? So dear friends, what is the trick or what is the rule in this video? So the rule is that you have to understand the given word. At first, what you have to do whenever you are going to solve any question of synonym or antonym, at first what you have to do, you have to identify, you have to understand the meaning of that given word, right? At first, if you don't know difference, if you are given the word elaborate, but if you don't know the meaning of the elaborate, then doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that this question will be wrong. No worry. If you don't know the meaning, then don't worry at all. What you have to do, but you have to identify the parts of speech. At first, what you have to do, you have to identify the parts of speech. So how you have to identify? For that, you have to apply the trick, right? So in this way, if you are given the word adjournment, adorable, elaborate, and apparently, if you are given these 4 words, right, and if you don't know the meaning of these words, but you know this adjournment is a noun, or adorable is an adjective, and elaborate is a verb, and apparently is a adverb, right? But you know, if you know the parts of speech of these words, then you will be easily find out the synonym or antonym of these words. So at first, if you are required to find out the synonym of adjournment and adorable, and you are required to find out the antonym of elaborate and apparently. So what you have to do first? At first, you have to identify that adjournment. What does in the parts of speech adjournment belong to which part, right? So at first you have to identify the part of speech of adjournment, then you have to solve, then you have to identify the synonym of that word, right? So difference how you identify that this word belong to that parts of speech. So you have to, for that you have to follow the suffixes, right? You have to remember the some suffixes. So different, these are some suffixes that represent the noun. If you are given the suffix of meat, if you are given the suffix of meat or ya, ship, so these represent some noun. When if you are given the word that ends with meat, right, then you come to know that this word is noun. How? From the meat you may make judgment, you may talk about movement, you may talk about accomplishment, right? So these words, those words which are ending with ment, ment, so those are called the noun. So you have, in this way you may identify that this is noun, and then you will in the given options you have to select the nouns. This is the rule for you. This is the rule that if the word is noun, then in the 4 options you have to select the noun. If other options are verb and adjective, then you have to delete them and you have to just select the noun. If you are given the word noun, if you are given the adjective, then what you have to select? You have in 4 options, you have to select the adjective. If you are given the word verb and you are asked to find out the synonym of that verb, then in the given 4 options, what you have to select? You have to select the verb and not any noun, not any adjective, not any adverb or any other thing. But you have to delete all other options. You have to select only the elaborate is a verb, so you have to select the verb in the options. If you are given the adverb, so what you have to do? You have to select the adverb in the 4 options. You have to delete others, right? So how you come to know that this given word is noun? So you have to follow these suffixes, right? शिप से बनता है फ्रेंडशिप, एंड डम से बनता है फ्रीडम, राइट? In this way शन से बनता है admiration, right? So when we are adding these suffixes at the end, you may know that these are the noun. In this way hood, childhood, brotherhood, sisterhood, in this way शन extension, right? यहाँ पे होता है ER से होता है reader, teacher. In this way these are some suffixes that comes at the end of the word, and that a word is known as the noun, right? And how you know the word that this is an adjective? So there are some suffixes for adjective, so you have to go through those, and then you will be able to find out that this word is adjective. So this is the full. If you are full, this is suffix successful, and here is the al, local or common, or local or otherwise brutal, and then you have to able or so lovable, admirable. So in this way, whenever you encounter with these suffixes, then you will have to recall that these words make an adjective. So in this way, and after that you will select that option that has the adjective, right? Most of the time the verb is easy to find, because there will be any first form or second form or third form any verb, or they will be ended with the ed or any ing form. So you have to find out the adjective in the verb in this way, right? There will be a ed form, yeah, there will be any first form, a second form, a third form of the verb, or there will be an ing form of the verb. So in this way you may know the given word, right? And then you have the word apparently, you have adverb. Different adverb mostly ends with a ly. So you may know if the word is ending with ly, then you will be able to know that this word is adverb. So in the options you will select the adverb. So dear friends, when you come to know this word, then you have to go through the options, and in the options you have to select the same. If this word is noun, then you have to select the noun. If this word is adjective, then you have to select the adjectives, right? If you will not select the adjective, then this question will be wrong. So you have to keep in mind, this is the rule. This is the rule. You may consider it as a rule, or you may consider it as a trick, but you have to keep in mind, okay, if the given word is noun, then you have to select the noun, right? So different, let's practice this one. If you are given the word adjournment and you have to find out the synonym of that word, then how you will find? Difference, if you don't know the meaning of this word at first, then how you will find the synonym? See, you are given the 4 options, A, B, C and D. And at the option 1, you have the option that is postponed, suspecting, past and interruption. So how you at first what you have to do, you have to apply the rule. What was the rule? Rule was that first you have to understand the word. So and how you will understand this word? At first you have to identify that this word, in which part of speech this word belongs. So how you will identify it? So you will see the suffix. The suffix is made. So you will be able to find out that this word belongs to the noun family. So you already know, okay, judgment, movement, unemployment, employment, right? So this main word, these words are going to be in noun family. So this word also belongs to the noun, or this word is a noun. So now what you have to do? Now you have in 4 options you have to select the noun. If you are given the word this adjournment and these are also synonyms, but which word you have to select? You have to select the noun. You will not select the verb, or you will not select the adjective, right? At first you have given the postponed. So what does it mean by postponed? Postponed is the synonym of this word, but this is noun. But this is noun, and however this postponed is a verb. Postponed is a verb. And in suspecting is a ing form. Suspecting is a ing form, or fourth form of verb, right? And paused is also verb, right? And this one, see the suffix of this one, shun. So congratulation, selection, right? So what are those? Those are the noun. So the shun suffix represent the noun. So interruption is noun, and this word is also noun. So dear friends, the correct option is D. Correct option is D. So in this way you have to identify the synonym of any given word. At first you have to identify the word. You have to understand the meaning of the word, or in which parts of speech this word belong, and then you have to see these 4 words, and you have to identify the same noun in these words, and then you have to select that word.